So Tommy Allen and Alan Roberts, when they were working at Exxon, started Exxon's first training program for technical professionals. Before that, it was like, hey, you want to learn how to be a petroleum engineer? Why don't you follow Bill around? He'll show you what to do. And so what happened was they created those courses in Exxon, and I've checked around, and I believe those were the first petroleum professional programs created in the entire oil business. There might have been other ones, but they thought they were the first ones.
Mr. Roberts, Mr. Allen, and Mr. Campbell all came into the organization in 1963. Mr. Allen decided that they needed to have a consulting company, and because consulting was the hot thing, there was no formalized training at that point in time. So in September of 1963, Mr. Allen, a gentleman named Preston Moore, Mr. Campbell, John M. Campbell, all got together along with an accountant, Lucian Crockett, to form a company in Texas called Oil and Gas Consultants International Incorporated.
And they began offering courses commercially, and very quickly they started working with John Campbell, John Campbell Sr., and Preston Moore.
One of the other things that we should recognize of John Campbell is one of the very first textbooks, practical textbooks on gas processing, came from him. In the late 60s, early 70s, he produced the first of the Campbell textbooks.
The people who started OGCI and John M. Campbell are some of the leaders of the industry, and they attracted other leaders in the petroleum industry.
Dr. Campbell, John M. Campbell, was a very remarkable man. His career began in World War II with connections to the Manhattan Project and the first atomic bomb. So as a leader, he had a vision of how practical training in oil and gas could be added to the academic skills that people had gained to advance their careers and to accelerate their careers, to make them more effective earlier in their jobs.
We were well known in the industry. We had a very good reputation for the quality of our courses. We didn't offer very many courses back in those days. And of course, the gas processing course, G4, was sort of the pinnacle of all the courses we offered.
OGCI and John M. Campbell have been working together on programs since they've both started. They were personal friends, and whenever there was something that came up for the facilities group, the OGCI people would say, oh, John M. Campbell can do that. And whenever there was something for the subsurface group, John Campbell would say, oh, well, the OGCI people do that stuff. And so kind of working together as sister organizations for, since started.
We knew by 2020 our industry would be run by 35-year-olds. And so there was a need to hire many young technical people and basically replace everybody that was hired in the early 1980s.
And so the key question was, is there a way for us to come up and identify the best of the best training programs and create a way so that we can deliver those frequently and conveniently around the world, so that we don't have to have each company doing it themselves?
The PetroSkills Alliance that began in 2002 has become a way to do business. And so the Alliance came about from understanding the technical development needs rather than selling training.
The people involved with that said, well, we're different companies, we're going to have different competencies. And so it was, well, if we're going to have common program, we're going to have common competencies. Let's actually create a competency map and then see how much of it we agree with, and the part that we agree with can be the common program. The part that we don't agree with will not be able to work together on. So the first competency map we made was in geophysics, and it took a lot longer than it would take to do now. We designed our program around building people to skilled application as quickly as possible, and most of the competencies, most of the people agree with.
And so if we could build an economical and financial model that was sustainable over time by working together with an advisory board and networks, then we would be able to deliver the important non-unique training based on the skills needed by job function at lowest total cost with faster time to solution than any individual company.
This new type of training that we're doing, this alliance, this collaboration, is a whole lot more than just making money. This really does provide a new way for people to learn, to do their jobs better, to be safer. And so it really became apparent that what we were doing was changing the environment, helping protect Earth, saving people's lives, helping them do their job better. And so when that light bulb went off for me, it was hugely gratifying.
We have partners, we have members. That's different from a client. It drives a different set of behaviors. And our objective is to have trusted advisor relationships with every oil company and service company that wants to have that kind of relationship. And so today's client is merely tomorrow's trusted advisor relationship. And I think that's the essence of what we do now, is we partner with industry to deliver technical professionals that are assured in their critical skills and are available and ready as the big crew change marches on.
A couple of things are going to happen in the future, I think. As a result of this big crew change, there's going to be a looming shortage worldwide of industry experts. And that means what we do is going to become even more important, because we're going to have to make people that know how to do this, and there's going to be a greater need to have more efficient use of the technical resources that exist, the people that know what they're doing.
We've been growing, as you know, very rapidly over the last several years, and I would expect us to continue to grow rapidly. We've got a lot of momentum in the industry because of the continued expansion of the petroleum industry and the petroleum industry's need for more well-trained, competent people. There's going to be a constant demand for the training and development of the competency, and then the assurance of the competency of that larger workforce. One of the major developments of the last year, obviously, has been our acquisition of John M. Campbell and Company, and the integration of the John M. Campbell side of our family into the historical OGCI side of our family, so that we are one PetroSkills, yet with different heritage elements among us. No longer are we just a provider of classroom training. Obviously, we provide a wide variety of services to our customers. Those services have their root not only in the excellence of the people who we work with, but also in the products that we provide, the IT products, the software products such as Compass, such as PetroCore, which we can use to leverage the competency assurance efforts of our customers as well. When our customers need us to be global, we can be anywhere in the world. When they need consistency of offering across a very wide population, we can provide that in ways that others can't. So as we look to the future, not only will we see an increase in the amount of training that we provide, but a significant increase in the amount of performance support work that we do to help our clients improve the performance of their professional staff and assure the competence of their organization.
There are a lot of new technologies that we're implementing that we didn't have or didn't even think about back in the earlier days, such as e-learning, different ways to engage students, different ways to deliver content, and I'm really excited about some of those possibilities.
So growth for us has been a very good thing. It's been a very healthy thing, and we are growing. We are the largest provider of what we do, of the services we provide in the petroleum industry today.
In our business, you develop very deep relationships with not only people that you work for, work with, but clients around the world.
In the future, I see our role becoming one of a trusted learning and development consultant for our customers. In fact, that was the specific feedback that we received most recently from our advisory board. They want us to be able to advise them and consult with them on the development of their people and the learning processes for their people. So that means now more than ever we need to bring to bear not only excellence in content and excellence in instruction, but also excellence in the application of new and emerging technologies to learning. In the coming years, I see us putting a significant effort on learning and incorporating new ways to develop knowledge in the minds of our customers' employees.
The memories are really about the people, and so it is very gratifying to me to know that if he was here today, he would be extremely proud of what has been accomplished, what the company has grown into, and I think he would say, job well done.
We can look back with a lot of pride on advances in training and developing personnel. And I think we can look forward with equal pride and expectation for these same techniques and these same quality of training and consulting to be of benefit to the industry. We certainly hope so.